Okay, in the previous video, we saw about phase rule where we took only one component system and the formula for that was F is equal to 3 C minus P plus 2. Okay, now we are talking about condensed phase rule. So what exactly have we condensed over here? So in this case, one of the phase is absent. One phase is absent. Which phase is absent? Gaseous phase is absent. Okay. So when a system contains two phases, two components, like solid, water is an example of one component system. So for one component system, we apply this formula. Now we are talking about two component system. So for two component systems like solid and liquid, then solid equilibrium has practically no gaseous phase, because if for example you are dissolving salt in water, is there any gas in that? No. So there is no gaseous phase. The effect of pressure is very small or negligible, and that is why we don't even consider, because it has negligible effect, and hence we say for solid liquid system the gaseous phase is absent, and when you apply phase rule to such type of system, we call it as a condensed system, and we change the formula also now. So that phase rule now becomes a reduced phase rule. So the degree of freedom in such case is reduced by 1. We have eliminated the gaseous phase. So the pressure part is eliminated. Okay, so the degree of freedom, what are the degree of freedom? Temperature, pressure, concentration, these are the degrees of freedom. Gaseous phase is eliminated, so pressure is eliminated. So the degree of freedom is reduced by 1, and it is called as reduced phase rule, and we directly apply it in the formula. Instead of 2, we write it as 1. So now you have new phase rule for a condensed system or a reduced phase rule. So that is called as C minus P plus 1. Why there is 1? Because we have reduced it by one parameter. This is applicable for two component systems like silver lead system, zinc cadmium system, lead antimony system. Okay, so we are going to take one example for this. This is an example of silver lead system, and let's draw the diagram now. Now there are two components over here. Okay, which are the two components? One is silver and one is lead, and we have reduced the phase, we have reduced one parameter, so the formula has changed. Now we are going to study this system with respect to temperature and composition. So here on y-axis on both the sides you have temperature, and here you have percentage composition. So now we will see one by one. Let's say on this side, on the right hand side, this indicates percentage of lead. So we say this is 100% lead here, and from right to left we have silver. So on this side there is 100% of silver, on right hand side there is 100% of lead. Okay, we are mixing this. Now these are certain parameters. Now let's draw the diagram here directly. I'll come to this eutectic point. Okay, this is the phase system diagram for silver lead system. Okay, so here we have two compounds. So when you melt them, this is a part where you will get a mixture of liquid silver and lead. So both of them will melt and you will get a homogeneous system over here. Okay. In this phase, now see this area. So over this, in this area, you have solid silver and liquid. Now what is this liquid? The liquid is a mixture of lead and silver. But in this side, as I told you, see the percentage of silver is increasing from right to left. Okay, from this side. Okay, so from here the percentage is increasing, right? Where is my cursor? Here. So here this is 100% of silver, and here it is 0% of silver. So here you have more quantity of silver, no? So we have solid silver and liquid system, and on the other side here there is more percentage of lead, so 100%. So here it is from left to right, the percentage of lead is increasing. So definitely in this area there will be solid silver and liquid mixture. And we will talk about this eutectic mixture later when we study each. Just like water system, you have triple point, which is equilibrium. In this equilibrium state is called as the eutectic point. So this O over here is called as the eutectic point. And what is the parameter of eutectic point? So the composition is 97.5% of lead and 2.5% of silver, and the temperature at which it exists is 303 degree Celsius. This is the parameter. So we are considering temperature and composition, no? So the temperature is 303 and the composition is 97.5% lead and 2.5% of silver. Okay, so on the left hand side of this eutectic you have solid silver and eutectic. So below 303 there is this eutectic system, and depending upon the composition you have silver. So see, from this side over here, silver is more, no? So we have solid silver and eutectic system. On this side there is more percentage of lead, so you have solid lead and eutectic system. This is how we understand the uh, silver lead system. So let's consider and find out F for each curve, or say the phase. So we are talking about curve OA. So if you look at this, solid is converting to liquid, because here what is there? There is liquid over here. There is liquid, yes or no? So this can be also called as melting point or curve. Okay, so solid is converted to liquid, and from this liquid whichever solid silver was there, that is converted to solid. Okay, so on this curve there are two things existing. Now what is this? So there are, the component is two because it is silver and lead system, no? So there are two components. This is one component, this is the second component. So components is two, phases are two. So one is the liquid phase and it is this phase. So it is two phases, solid phase and liquid phase. Now just substitute in the formula. What was the formula? F is equal to C minus P plus 1. So 2 minus 2, 0. Answer now comes out to be 1. So our system is univariant. Okay, so you need one parameter to define this system. So what is this? Point A now. Now if you look at curve OA, so this is point A. If you look at point A, which is uh, intersecting over here, this is 961. So if you extrapolate it down, this is 100% of silver. So A, at point A, it is 100% of silver. Now suppose hypothetically I come to point X. So if I extrapolated it down over here, what do I have? Let's say this is 20. So I have 20% of silver and 80% is the mixture, liquid silver and lead mixture. Okay, this is how we calculate. So once you know the phase diagram, we can find out the composition of a system. That is the use of phase diagram. Okay, so at 961 you have pure silver. Curve OA is called as the freezing point curve of AG. Okay, similarly AOB is the freezing point curve of lead. So we'll see that later. Curve OA indicates that melting point of silver falls gradually as you add lead. So when I show it downwards, it means percentage composition of silver is decreasing and percentage of lead is increasing. And you know, in solids, if any impurity is present, the melting point of that solid decreases. So similarly for silver, if it was pure silver, the impurity that you are adding in silver is lead. So the melting point goes on decreasing. Getting it? So curve OA indicates melting point of silver falls as percentage of lead increases. And this percentage, this melting point falls to the level of 303. At this point 303, the melting point will go on falling till the temperature reaches to 303. What happens at point O? At O, no more lead can dissolve, and below that melting point of silver cannot fall. So up till O only you can add that much of lead. Below that it will not dissolve. It has reached its saturation point. It will not dissolve now, and the melting point will not fall. So this is the final melting point now. So what is present in this equilibrium? So the equilibrium stage for this curve is silver solid. So you have the silver solid and the liquid and liquid solution. You know, the solution of silver and liquid is present. So this is the equilibrium between silver solid and the solution. So what is the solution over here? This solution is silver lead solution. Okay. Similarly, we can explain for curve B. B is freezing point of lead. If you have understood OA, OB is very easy. So below OB, it is what? Solid lead and the mixture liquid. Getting it? And this is freezing point curve. So above this here there is liquid and below this there is solid. So this is the melting point of pure lead. 327 is melting point of pure lead. And if you go down over here, here we are talking about 100% lead. So B is pure 100% lead. Curve OB is a freezing point of lead and the melting point of pure lead is 327, and the decrease in the curve indicates that melting point of lead decreases as you go on adding silver. See, from right to left you are increasing the quantity of silver. Yes or no? So melting point of lead is decreasing as you add more amount of silver. It is exactly the same thing. Lead is pure, you are adding impurity of silver, so its melting points goes on decreasing. Until where it will decrease? Until it reaches the point O. 303. Below that, no more silver can dissolve. Now this is the saturation point. So even for silver, this is the saturation point. Even for lead, this is the saturation point. Okay. And similarly, you can also calculate the phase rule. So here the number of component is 2, that is silver and lead. So two components are there. There are two phases. Which are the two phases? One is the liquid phase and one is the solid phase. So two phases. And what is C minus P plus 1? So 2 cancel. It's exactly the same. So phase is 1. F is equal to 1. So you need to define one parameter or change one parameter to get this. So this indicates that it gradually falls. It's the same thing. Okay. At O, no more silver can dissolve, hence melting point of lead cannot fall. And this is the stage of equilibrium between lead solid lead and solution of silver and lead. Okay, this was about the curves. So for both the curves, degrees of freedom F is equal to 1. Now we'll talk about area. So if you talk about this area or whichever area, now the system is bivariant. Yes or no? The system is bivariant. Now why is it bivariant? The number of components is 2. We are talking about this area, so number of component is 2, the number of phase is 2. There is only one phase, no, the liquid phase, so it is 1. So substitute in the formula C minus P plus 1. F is equal to C minus P plus 1. So what is the answer over here? 2. Yes or no? This gets cancelled, so it is bivariant. So the system is now bivariant. You can watch the water system video where I have explained all these terminologies. Eutectic point. So just like triple point of water, this is the eutectic point of lead silver system where everything is in equilibrium. So what is in equilibrium? Now what is the composition of eutectic point? Silver is 2.5 system, 2.5 percentage and 97.5% of lead. The temperature at which it exists is 303. Three phases are in equilibrium. Which are the three phases? So this is solid silver, solid lead, and this is the solution. Eutectic is what? The solution, no? Lead silver solution. No lead and silver system can have a melting point below 303. This is the final point. Okay, you cannot have, because you cannot mix anything now. This is the final stage, saturation point. You cannot mix that. Now, that means everything solidifies. So if temperature remains constant, like at 303, the whole block solidifies to become a solid eutectic composition. Now you have a mixture, you have a solid block with a mixture of this composition. And below the temperature line, two regions exist. This temperature line, two regions exist. What are the two regions? Silver eutectic system, solid eutectic system. Okay, and area AOB is the solution of area AOB is a solution of silver and lead. Okay, that is why if you substitute it, if you substitute in the formula F is equal to C minus P plus 2. So what are the components? The component is 2. Okay, which are the three phases over here? So this is solid silver, solid lead 2, and this is eutectic 3. So total three phases. This is one phase, this is second, and the eutectic composition is the third one. So 3 plus 2. Sorry, this is 1. This is 1 because condensed phase rule, no, we are applying. This is 1. So what is the answer? The answer is 0. 0 variant. Okay, you cannot change anything. If you change anything, everything changes. So this is called as eutectic point. And these are some of the applications of phase rule and limitations of phase rule. You can just read it. I am not going to go into much detail. So basically phase rule explains you to determine the composition, how the solids will behave, how the equilibrium will behave, what happens when you change a particular parameter, what do you expect at a particular temperature, pressure or composition, so that you can use this type of system for some other application. So these are some of the applications of phase rule. It is applicable to microscopic system, and these are some of the limitations, that it is applicable only to systems which are in equilibrium. It doesn't consider the quantities, so some minute change in the quantities can bring large changes in the phases also. So these are some of the limitations of phase rule. Do watch the water system video.